Hello there everyone, this is I am Mark 3 and welcome to a bit of big brain time. Yes, big brain time. No, welcome back. Why am I saying welcome back? Definitely big brain time, yes. Welcome to Satisfactory, yes. There we go. Third time's the charm. Welcome to Satisfactory. A game which honestly I picked up a few years ago on Epic. Back when it first came out, early access is like, ooh, factory game, first person, yes. Sci-fi world, yes please. Alien exploration, fun times. And unfortunately back then, I think I was planning to do a series on it at one point, and all I wound up doing eventually was a couple of streams before deciding it was a bit too unstable and my system was a bit too rubbish to do it, but there's been some updates and things since then, just a few. We're on update 7 after all. Several of those have been big stability passes to make the game run a lot better. And I also got reminded about it because Yosemite Dan's been playing this recently. I actually picked up a copy of this on Steam for Dammer on Steam as well, so he's got it. Though unfortunately, time zones are playing havoc with my ability to play much with my usual crowd of misfits from America. So because of that, the one time I managed to play with him and Dan and a few others got really late for me and I didn't record it because I wasn't sure how it was, but it reminded me of the game. And so here we are, we're going to try and do something with it, I suppose. Think of this as a pilot, a test, will this work? Because my recording style has changed since last time I tried to do anything with this, most definitely. My whole jump cut thing that I do. But yeah, I'm going to see what we can do with this. Bear in mind I won't try and do a big mega factory kind of thing because I feel my computer would just cry if I did. But any suggestions, any ideas, any thoughts will all be welcome. And it is a semi-repeated thing about the channel that games where I need to be smart, that involve me employing this big brain of mine, yes, grey matter, that make me think the thoughts. Factory games, building games, designing games, that kind of stuff. Do need more stuff in that vein, after all. There's some that I've been playing, there's some that I was playing, there's some stuff I am playing, but Satisfactory was locked in the do not touch with unless with cattle prod or barge pole kind of deal. Until I was reminded of it this Christmas. So, with that said, let us go. The maps have been fully reworked since last time I play, from what I understand. Along with the fact there's now, it's technically 4 starting zones, but the maps can all be accessed from each other. I played with the desert before. I think it's this desert. Yeah, I played with this desert before. I think I poked at this grassland before. I don't remember this one. Don't remember this one. It should consider too risky. Further investigations convince us the area is viable for building. Large open spaces, plentiful mining locations. Foliage and water locations are rare and contained, making initial power setups challenging. Lush location, many height differences, and few opens. You know, this will make us keep the builds kind of small, kind of contained a bit better. Northern Forest thing. So let's go up here. Already got a name picked out, as you can see. So let's go ahead and do this. Yes. I hope you will find this video satisfactory. Yes, I went there. This first video is probably going to be covering initial landing, initial startup, arrival, and getting established more than anything else. Because we should, if I recall, have a tutorial as well. The other reason I went with this is because when I visited the world that Dan and Dama and the others, I think Mardus was it Mardus that was in there? There was someone else from Dama's Discord as well. When I visited their worlds, it was just so very different from the ways I remember playing this game. It was a huge mess as well. So this will be an interesting experiment to see how I approach it now, because it has been quite a while. And I'll see you when the game finishes loading. Never mind. Fix. That looks very safe.
Attention Pioneer. The following instructional video is a summary of your impending duties as an exoplanetary pioneer for Fixit Incorporated. Fixit Pioneers have 3 cyclical assigned pillars of work to ultimately accomplish project assembly.
That's me. Hello.
Use provided blueprints to build the necessary buildings.
Amazing what you can do with a hammer these days.
Chart the planet and gather resources to provide desired results and improve your infrastructure.
Get the shiny things.
Report any unusual discoveries to R&D for analysis.
And yes, everything else. That looks kind of uncomfortable. That.
Expand your factories, outposts, and pipelines through automation and augmentation. That's it. Get to work and be effective. Warning, planetfall imminent. Please remain seated during full procedure. Atmospheric entry in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Planetfall procedure initialized.
I'm getting Planet Crafter vibes, except we're not an indentured servant. Sorry, a prisoner / volunteer. We are actually a downright volunteer when we were supposedly employed by Fixit for this one. Though, worth noting is there are no game over states, and some of the enemies are kind of nasty, as I recall. Namely spiders. Hello, trees. At least the landing is fairly gentle. And optimistic. I'd kind of forgotten what this part was like, actually.
Planetfall complete. Please ensure the integrity of your multi-purpose exploration suit is at 100%.
Notice we didn't do that.
Remember, efficiency first. Godspeed.
Yes, I think my thumb works very well with that. Okay, this place is looking very lively.
Welcome to Planet Massage 2 ABB, your designated sector in the binary star system of Akija.
Flowing water.
I am Ada, also known as Artificial Directory and Assistant, tasked to support pioneers, such as you, in their mission. You are the 3rd of your sector to survive planetfall. Congratulations. Note, objective-based introduction initialized. Welcome to onboarding.
The 3rd of my sector to survive planetfall. That doesn't sound promising. Okay.
The resulting materials will be repurposed to construct a habitat and utility base, from now on referred to as the hub. Note, Fixit Incorporated is cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste.
Uh-huh. Of course. 3rd to survive. Why is that congratulation message? Right, F, dismantle the pod. There we go.
All important Fixit data and communication is recorded and stored in the codex, including these steps.
Hey, look at that. Codex, thank you.
Picking up multiple Fixit personnel in the area. Second objective, please ensure you have your Fixit Incorporated Xenozapper equipped before leaving the drop zone. Note, according to Fixit regulations, every pioneer should have access to a means of defense against extraterrestrial threats.
That's it. Wants me to equip the Xenozapper.
3rd objective, Please familiarize yourself with the resource scanner to find iron.
I think it works.
Note: the acquisition of iron is considered essential in preparation for all future objectives.
Says something about nearby fellow employees and to get to work. But right when we landed, there was also something about a nearby artifact as well. So, ooh, look at this. Very, very pretty. I'm going to try and avoid breaking the foliage, I think, because as I recall, this game does not let you replant the foliage. Also, I remember these blue guys. They are an absolute pain. If I go near it, it should. Yes. Stand up. Unfurl. And then, if I remember... Yep, toxic cloud. Exactly as it was before. Right. Hold V for your scanner. That was the geyser. I thought it might have been an animal or something. Okay, apparently that's a resource that can be tapped. Okay, right, sorry. I got distracted. How many? 300, 400, those are very close by, and then there's something about a kilometre off that way. Okay, let's go this way. Already we are... It's so lush and fertile. Ah. I see what the game meant about building height being a potential issue. This is going to be interesting to build in. And as you can see there, also cases of wildlife around as well. Interesting. Got 6 iron nodes very close together. Apparently there's more over that way as well. Okay, now I need to find a way down from here. You sneaky bugger. Apparently the guy decided to chase me and punt me off a cliff. Hi! Oopsie daisy. Yeah, come here. Come here. There we go. Right, he found me before I found him, so... Let's go back this way, and we should be able to start doing things with iron. Just around this corner. Oh, this is copper. Not what I was looking for. I'll gather it anyway.
Harvest it. Fourth objective, build the hub. Note: to complete this objective, the resources salvaged from the drop pod will be consumed. Caution: ensure the hub is built on spacious open terrain close to the presence of iron sources. Failure to do so will likely result in non-optimal progress.
I was just wondering why the game said harvest it. I think my Ada might be faulty. Ada is the AI, by the way, that helps guide me. Hello. Unauthorized hostility towards fix-it property. Yes. Hi. Bye. Nope. Yes. Come on.
Hello, this is Paternal Figure. I have taken ill and need your help to find a cure. Doctors say that the only remedy is alien artifacts.
Mother figure, hello, taken ill. The only cure is alien artifacts. Okay, sure. Sure. Whatever you say, maternal figure, ghost, in my head thing. I don't remember that when I played the game previously. Oh, this is why I couldn't find this one. It's a pure one, but apparently there's a massive stonking great rock on it. Okay, sure. Fine. Right, let's go ahead and build ourselves a thingamajigger. Yes, there's limestone down there, by the by. Let's go ahead and I guess we'll turn this bit of a plateau into my kind of starting area. It said build near the iron. And we do want to be kind of nearby, so I also want to go get that power slug up there, but I don't have anything to do it yet. Right, okay. Bring up the thing, bring up the hub. Boop. Primary access is on this side. There's the landing pad for the orbital freighter. There's the power supply. Right. Multiple iron nodes there, so let's go ahead and install it this way around. We can deal with that tree later, don't worry. Actually no, I might not deal with that tree later. We can actually reposition the hub if we need to, so... Ah yes, we start with the building platform.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Hub Feature Manual Craft Bench. Hub Feature Hub Terminal. 5th objective, complete Hub Upgrade 1. Note, the craft bench and hub terminal are essential for progression to the next objective.
Okay. One thing to know about Satisfactory is initial starting. Like, the initial resource grind is actually really slow because, unlike Factoria, where you can like set things going and then just wander off and do something else, in this you actually have to stop and process the stuff yourself. Like, I've got to bash the iron ore into the iron ingots. You can see it's ticking up, and then I can bash the next thing into the next resource. But more complex stuff takes longer and longer and longer to do that. So automation is extremely recommended. But then I just like put it in here. Hey look, we've got a frame. And we've got a storage box. I'll pop some of my spoils in there. Right. Next objective.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Building Workshop. Equipment Portable Miner. Inventory Additional slots. Hub Feature Personal Storage. 6th objective, complete Hub Upgrade 2. Note, portable miners require no power and will mine a node until their inventory is full. Note, multiple portable miners can be used on a single node.
And the game is already introducing us to automation. For obvious reasons. Okay, fairly important thing, but we have the equipment workbench. And yes, the big red plant in the middle is obviously a key feature. Mainly because I can't select it to remove it. But this will let us do the portable miners for now, which... only 2 metal... 2 plates, 4 rods. Okay, yeah, I can whip some of those up real quick. This will help speed things up quite a bit. Let's do that. I guess 8 of those will do. It's a good start. So, our first piece of automation. Go to the ore deposit. Just have to bring up the equipment. And then we let it do its thing, like this. Look at that little cutie.
Harvest.
Yeah, so ghost mom thing. Okay. This thing doesn't need any power. It works by itself, as you can see.
Picking up multiple Fix-It personnel in the area. Proceed with harvest before it's too late.
I wish I knew who it was on about.
Comply.
This ghostly voice in my head is being very insistent. But mining efforts are now underway. Now let's go and put some down on that copper ore as well. Though hopefully we won't be relying on these things for very long at all. And that marks the copper ones. I'll let the robots do their thing and get back to upgrading. There we go. Suddenly we have walls. Woo! Walls. And our first power source.
You have unlocked Hub feature, Biomass Burner. Scanner feature, Copper. New buildings and recipes, which can be found in the Build menu and Craft bench respectively. 7th objective. Complete Hub Upgrade 3. Note. Connect buildings to a biomass burner for power. Note. Buildings such as the smelter require a recipe to be set. Advice. Automate the smelting process and use portable miners for optimal results.
See, it gives them good advice, but the thing is, if you already put down portal miners, you're probably going to be able to advance beyond this pretty quick. All you have to do is click and hold. A smelter is actually not that fast compared to this, but we don't actually have... Let me see. The thing is, we can only connect one furnace right now. We need the power pole to connect more stuff. So actually getting a single smelter out will help because it's it'll do some smelting for us. It's just... it's not worth much until we get more stuff. Yeah, let me show you. Place down the smelter. We can't put conveyor belts on it yet, but I'll just put it down here. Then I can feed this bad boy a stack of ore. It'll refine it into a stack of ingots, but it'll take 200 seconds to do it. Which is like 3 and a bit minutes to chew through that stack. It gets better once we get some more stuff we can sort it out with, but let's put some 4 logs in there. And that'll do that, but in the meantime these 4 have already sorted themselves out with more stuff, as you can see. So yeah, one smelter by itself is a start, but it doesn't actually solve much. Bish bash bosh. There we go.
Congratulations. You have
Looking
unlocked
good.
the scanner feature, Limestone. New buildings and recipes, which can be found in the Build menu and Craft bench respectively. 8th objective. Complete Hub Upgrade 4. Note. Use power poles to expand the power network for optimal results.
And that lumber's already gone, so let's throw the leaves in there. We do have the power poles now, which will let us actually create our larger power grid. We've also got access to concrete now, which is a staple for most of our building projects early on. And I'll just work that limestone and stuff down to get the resources we need. I think the big unlock here was actually the assembler. Though we can only power 1 machine right now still. Sorry, the assembler, the constructor. The assembler is the next tier one, right? Requires some reinforced plating, which requires some screws, which requires some things, so complexity is already ratcheting up.
Relaying message. Hello, this is Paternal Figure. I have taken ill and need your help to find a cure. Doctors say that the only remedy is alien artifacts.
Whatever you say, paternal figure. I'll get those artifacts. Is that an artifact up there? I'll get the artifacts at some point. For now, I've unplugged the furnace. I got 100 ingots out of it because I left it alone long enough. But now I'm going to use that to create 50 iron plates. Well, actually, it feeds 2, so like 30 or so? No, that's not right. About 60, 62, 63, something like that. Almost enough for what it requires for this next thing. Though that said, I can actually get a furnace as well. I can get a smelter. Though that said, I don't have conveyor belts yet. That's the next unlock. Automation is coming. Slowly but surely. Ah! Why is there a stinger here? These little spider things I mentioned earlier. Why is there... Seriously, I'm only in the little flat... Ugh, come back here. Why is there one of those guys around here? They are normally in caves. This is not a cave. I hear another one. I hear another... Why? That is unfortunately close to where I am. Oh, buggers. Little buggers. I just managed to tag one of them at least. Ha. Okay. Okay.
I strongly advise you to harvest this specimen.
Look, I get it, but why were those guys right next to me? That's what I want to know. They came from here? What is... Oh no. Oh no. There's a cave entrance literally right next to me. Put that to market. Ignore the law wreaths on the things, by the way. That's it's Fixmas right now. At least that's what's active in Satisfactory, and I don't know how to turn that off. Just ignore it. It'll go away. Eventually. Oh, that's you. I thought there was another spider. Okay. Got what we need for the next one. Cable, metal, pop. There we go. Still not got a second burner.
You have unlocked building, conveyor belts and poles. Inventory, additional slots. 9th objective, complete hub upgrade 5. Note, portable miners cannot be connected to conveyor belts. Advice, when planning the construction of buildings, note the placement of conveyor belts.
There we go. Iron from the smelter which is working on the iron ore.
Breaking news from Earth. Widespread chaos and mayhem. World President urges all citizens to do their part and harvest alien artifacts.
It's the marker. The marker compels ye. I can't remember the damn name of that cult, and it's annoying me to no end. Oh well. Next objective. Right. Grade 5. Miner. Storage container. Inventory slots. This will let us really start taking advantage of our limited capabilities. But the miners means that we can replace those independent miners with fully automated belt-linked mining systems. We just have to get the parts for it, which isn't too bad, actually. Not what with stuff already being smelted and refined. Actually, I need rods, not... There we go. End of the starting phase is in sight. There we go. And there goes the power supply. Right.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Building Miner Mark 1. Building Storage Container. Hub feature Additional Biomass Burner. 10th objective, complete hub upgrade 6. Note, there are no notes.
It's all going pretty well so far. Notice we are out of power again, of course. We need metal plates are the more annoying ones, so let's switch you back to plates. Refill, repower. Right now, we do have a second biomass burner available, but we can only really feed it by gathering leaves by hand, so that's something to be aware of right now. Also, I think I need more limestone. I do, yes, right. We need to pay a visit to the other deposits. Quick and easy. Don't worry, we'll have a better fuel supplies soon. In fact, I think I'll go and get that artifact it keeps bugging me to go and get. This way, I think. Wasn't expecting coal. I'll take it. Wasn't expecting it, though. Well, that's the thing. You get the resource nodes, but you can also find random chunks of resource around the place too. 85 coal. Ooh, that was a rich one. And I feel like there was water running up here at one point. Oops. Because it's very sheer edges on that. Come on. You can do it. There we go. Right. And the thing is... There we go. Hopefully that'll stop pestering me about go collect the thing. But it depends if there's anything in the caves below my base as well. Also gathering some more fuel while I'm up here. I think that should be enough stuff now. Because I've been doing mad things, of course. So I am Mark Cree, you crazy bugger. What are these? Well, I rigged up some conveyors. As you can see, there's stuff rolling around in the background there. This one's taking copper, and it's just spitting back refined copper ingots, because that's as far as I'm processing right now. This one is taking in iron ore, and then it spits back metal plates. And yeah, there's a whole tangle of conveyors and things back here, so I know, it's a bit mad, but that's because I packed it into such a small space. Also, the ghostly voices in my head have not stopped bugging me. I'm pretty sure there's something in the caves underneath me, and that's what's causing it. Anyway, I think we've got enough parts now, so let's get this thing submitted. Metal and pipe. Da-da-da-da, upgrade 6.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Building Space Elevator. Building Biomass Burner. Heart Biomass. Motivational message. Congratulations, you succeeded in every provided task. On behalf of Fixit Incorporated, I thank you for your current and future service. Additional knowledge. The hub terminal has been converted to give access to milestones there to ensure you progress along Fixit-approved protocols. Note: future developments should be aimed at constructing the space elevator and, as such, initiating project assembly. Good luck.
Okay, so I wish I could say I'm no longer alone here, but I'm still very much alone, because this is just an automated cargo freighter that lifts supplied materials to prove that I'm actually doing what they expect me to do, and then bugger off to whatever's up in orbit and say, hey, look, he's being good, let's give him some new toys. That's basically what that thing does. So anyway, that's giving us access to tier 1 and 2. We need the space elevator to hit tier 3, which is our more immediate goal. Tier 3 is when we can get automated power. Until then, we're stuck on biomass. But for now, we need to find more parts. This one will let us actually build some stuff. This one will let us actually get splitters and mergers, which is very important. And then this one will let us start researching some of the alien doohickeys we've been finding around the place. I like to go for logistics early on. Though that said, I think it's in here. Yeah, here we go. Obstacle clearing gives us access to chainsaws, gives us access to solid biofuel, which is the ultimate refined form of biomass to feed our current biofuel system. And it's relatively doable as well. So I think getting that just for ease of gathering, because there are some big trees we can fell to actually open up a bit of space and also to get some resources. So I think let's go for this one first. We should have enough copper ingots for that one, definitely. But we don't have the materials. That said, though, I want to get down a miner. I want to get down a actually 2 constructors. And I want to get down a storage. So yeah, I've almost got everything I need for that. Just a couple of reinforced iron plates, which requires screws. And the reason I'm prioritizing that is because I've actually dismantled the... Oops, that's too many. No, it won't be too many soon. I will use the extra plates there. No, now I've got exactly what I want. I already had 2. Pfft, what am I on about? But yeah, I took down the single auto drill I had on that limestone deposit because I wanted to use that drill to create the new mine, which actually uses them. So those hand-placed portable miners do get used up to create the more powerful mining machines. Let's go ahead and start getting this stuff up. I will need to gather some more biofuel, though, for the things. Alright, it's nothing fancy, but I did kind of want to include this just because it's the first time we get a drill operational.
Harvest.
Yes, yes, ghostly voice, I will try and do that. But as you can see, we are dropping the hammer on this drill now. Good drill. Good drill. And then once the drill head's fully embedded, it starts outputting resource. I was going to build 2 conveyors, but 2 constructors, but the thing is I just don't have the... I don't have splitters and mergers yet, so there wasn't actually any way to do that. But this will now start churning out an infinite supply of concrete for me.
You are so lucky that you found this most valuable artifact.
You know what? Fine. Sure. Okay. If it'll get you to shut up about it. Let's see what's underneath our feet, I suppose. We've already killed a couple of spiders, so that at least has cleared things out a little bit. What is down here? There's the culprit, I think.
Comply.
I'm expecting more spiders.
I strongly advise you to harvest this specimen.
Okay, summer sloop work in progress. Also, there's some mycelia down here as well, which is mushroom. I hear something. cave doesn't continue. Right. So this is something else that... It's only available in small quantities, because this is actually such a small cave, and I just happened to find it. Well, let's get out of here. I didn't like that sound, though, because it sounded like there was more spiders. It's still unfortunate, because that means periodically spiders will respawn out of that. And be a continuous pain in my side, so... yeah. Unfortunately, we are still in early access, so there's some stuff in the game that just isn't done yet. There's a lot of stuff that in the future content that they've planned but not implemented, and this is sadly one of them. The Summer Sloop work in progress. A strange alien thingy with a mind-bending and somehow familiar... Put the marker in the box and ignore it. If you ignore it, it will go away and convergence will not happen. Leave the marker alone. Leave the marker alone. Convergence, convergence, make us whole. No, leave the marker alone. Leave it alone. And with my sanity even more in question than usual, I think it's about time to end there. Yeah. Let's keep on going. I want to hang on to some of this stuff. Unless I can figure for... I need rods again, not plates actually. I could set up more assemblers to do the screws and things, but at this point we're at the balancing act. Like, if I build more machinery, that's great, but I need to power that machinery. And that's why I want this particular limit here. Because if I can get the chainsaw, it becomes a lot easier to gather at least the fuel. That'll take me hitting things with a hammer a lot more as well, so as you do. That said, it's been a bit over half an hour, I think-ish, so we haven't quite hit Space Elevator. We'll hit Space Elevator next time, because that does require a bigger inlay of resources, and basically a nascent factory is what we need for that. But yeah, until next time, this has been IMAC3. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. Again, suggestions / what you might want to see, very welcome for this one, because I don't have a concrete plan. Just as I said, bear in mind, massive mega builds is probably beyond the limits of my machine. But yeah, feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It helps out me, helps out the channel, and gives me a power overload. This is not Death Spiral Simulator, damn it. No. Gives me those virtual headpats I oh so crave. And we'll see you all later. I need to go out and gather more fuel for this place. Oh yeah. I think one of the reasons I was a bit more reluctant to do this one is that this game also has a lot of downtime between segments. But that improves as we automate it.